Alrighty, so we've got Cody, Pogue, and Paige Pogue, and they're a family. The kids stayed at home, but they're a family. It's about family. It's about the trucks. It's about the stories. And you guys got a couple stories.
Well, where do we start?
Grandpa?
Yeah. Basically, we got into this. I've grown up around it. I got my truck when I was 13. So now I've had it for 22 years now at this point. It's one that we always called unfinished business because never could make up our mind what we were going to do with it.
Is that the one you raced when I met you? Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
yeah. Same truck, still.
Wow.
Grandpa's been gone for 5 years now, a little over 5 years now.
19.
Was it 19? So 6 years now.
Wow.
Yeah. And I remember at Grandpa's funeral, Dad talked about even when he was a little boy, Grandpa always had a 65 or 6 Ford pickup around. And there was old pictures from even when my dad was little of 2 or 3 of them sitting out in the front yard. And, it's just kind of the 64, 5, and 6 trucks have just always been in our family.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how we got started in it. And
Did you guys always race? Because I know when I met you, you were racing a 460, right?
Yeah, that was just a couple years stint there.
Yeah.
Something I always wanted to
Yeah,
try
you
to
did
do.
it.
Yeah. And
He always wanted to do that, to challenge
Yeah.
himself to go faster. And
yeah.
he went fast. He did.
We enjoyed it, or I enjoyed it. I don't know that everybody else really enjoyed it. And that was kind of where the turning point was for me, was that I could go out every Sunday and play and have fun and enjoy the truck, but nobody else could. And that was when we really kind of wanted to start pushing the Ford trucks as a family,
Because you had a few other in the family, right?
Yeah,
Few
we've had a
others.
few other ones. And just kind of realized that this was something we wanted to do as a family versus just the drag racing thing. So
That's
I
cool.
was reluctant for a long time to go and enjoy the shows. And so for me, it was when we would go to Branson every year.
Mhm.
And we went one year in what year was that? 2019? When did I are?
I know that when I met you guys, it was at technically the one in Branson, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met in 19.
Yeah.
Oh,
2019.
she has notes, by the way.
Yeah.
I
She has a
sure to
paper
keep
notes
myself
and
on
phone
track.
notes.
Yeah.
Yes,
You don't by chance work at a school, do you?
I sure do.
She also gave me
I
a
know.
better pen, so
Yeah.
we're set here. That's cool.
We met you guys in 2019, I'm pretty sure.
Mm.
Because that's when Lucas was in the truck and Candace got a
Oh,
picture and it
yeah.
was in the magazine.
In the magazine, the
Yeah.
article that we did.
Mhm.
Heck yeah,
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah, and then we met the farm truck racing family from Texas
Yeah.
in 21. And that's
At
when,
the same show.
as a
Yeah.
female at the shows aren't necessarily geared towards women. And they're more for men. And it's shows, that's who's
Mhm.
usually there. And so when we started hanging out with them and you guys were there, and we just formed a friendship and what we call it our Ford
Is,
truck family, I started.
is that when you
jumping.
realized the connection between the trucks and family? Is that sort of when you were
Yeah.
like, oh, it's not
Yeah.
just about
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a
dudes
family
coming together and
reunion.
talking about trucks. It's
Exactly.
about all of us coming
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Yeah.
And so we call everyone, you included,
Mhm.
our F100 family. And so when we get together, Branson is where it all began, and so that's kind of like the one that we call our reunion. But when we go to Texoma and we
Mhm.
went to Tennessee in 24. It's just like, oh, the family's back together, and it's a really good atmosphere. We really enjoy that, and for me to feel like I'm a part has changed how I view
Yeah.
the whole scene. I really
One of the many things we're going to talk about is Dennis Weingartner, Farm Truck Racing, Texas. Your truck, I think it was your aunt's truck, your
purple truck.
purple truck, the truck you're going to have for your kid, for your one of your daughters,
Yep.
right?
76 or
So
Yeah.
76.
get into all of that, but like on the family part at the show, meeting everyone there, what was the part in the show community? Because that's sort of my thing, is I'm just like, let's get the next people addicted
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
these classics. What was the defining thing about all of the shows that you went to that made you realize that it was more than just the trucks?
When we met them, I mean,
Yeah, the Weingartners?
yeah, Dennis and Karen are our kids that we call them their adopted grandparents. They're a bonus set of grandparents for them. Taylor went and stayed this summer for a couple weeks and helped Karen around the house and helped Dennis in the shop. And that we went go-kart racing that night. We weren't very close to them at the time.
Oh, I remember
And
that.
Amanda stayed back.
Mayor.
Kyle's
Zach's wife. Amanda.
Yeah, Amanda. And the kids were like, okay, we don't really know these people very well, but we knew them enough that we're like, hey, can the kids hang out with you?
Yeah.
And we came back. Taylor's asleep in the folding chair out there while they're all sitting around hanging out, and it's just Emma and Lucas were up with Amanda and just chilling. And I was like, there's some good people in the world. This is a family friendly environment. And these people are all our friends, and we've stayed in contact with them, and it's special.
Yeah. So on the slick side, that was the family. It went from Grandpa, it went to your dad, and then you?
Yeah. We had one. So kind of going back to Grandpa having all the trucks all these years. At one point, we had 5 of them on the road as a family.
Oh wow!
And we would go. It was when the Fortifications show was still going on in Anderson.
Oh, wow.
And
did I see you in Anderson and not know?
You know
what I mean? We probably were.
That was actually the show where we met Josh Ward at. That was the first time I'd ever seen his crew cab.
You and I shared a space, probably.
Yeah.
See, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And
they had the burnouts.
They had a burnout pit against one of the shops.
In the back. I filmed that. Yeah, okay.
And
yeah, that was Eli's truck.
Yeah.
He's a moderator on our group. Yeah, go ahead.
And we always... that was our deal, was we'd cruise in together. And then at one point, I have an aunt that is disabled. Mm-hmm. She had an accident as a child. She's been disabled ever since. She was the only one in the family that didn't have a truck. Oh. And so one year...
Gotta do something about that.
Yeah, one year, Dad, myself, and Grandpa built... We always called it the purple truck. And it was the year after my grandparents passed away, my dad had it. While my truck was broke because of my drag racing adventures, I actually brought my dad's truck and that purple truck to Branson, and that is the first time it had ever been there. And that was the year that she actually got hooked on it.
And
because
2 weeks later, I had my own truck.
I remember that.
She drove my dad's truck on the cruise. Yeah. I drove the purple truck, and when we got back, she's like, "I got to get one." And I was like,
I
"Well,
sold
you."
My Flex.
Oh no!
Yeah. I said, well, you have committed.
Not the Flex.
I said, so you've already messed up because I'm going to build you a truck now. So I said, that's all I needed. But that truck now, obviously, with the family situation and stuff, they sold that truck, and it is the one that Sherry Ross brings to Branson every year now.
I was going to ask about that.
And I'm super excited for them that truck is actually being used now.
You guys have seen it at Tennessee. They've taken it to Tennessee, right?
Yes.
Or is it Texoma I saw them at?
I don't think they took it. They took Mike's truck, the green truck.
Okay.
To Tennessee.
So I've just seen pictures.
Yes.
I've seen that truck in person at
they bring
Ozark.
It to Branson. Yeah.
Is that where? Well, see, I thought I saw it with you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
They bring.
She loves that.
Oh yeah,
that's right. It is Branson because they were next to each other, I think.
Yep.
And she was like cleaning it.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
In the cruise.
I gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
But so his aunt loved purple, and George Strait, and Sherry also. Purple is her color.
And
she always dresses to match.
Yeah,
And
it was a match.
She does.
It was a match made in heaven.
And
it was
so
perfect.
It was just perfect timing. It couldn't have went to a better
The truck
person.
completes her ensemble, I guess.
Yes.
I love
Whatever it's called. Yeah. That is cool. So, where on your truck, Cody, you went 460s when I truly was introduced to your truck.
Yeah.
It had a big 460. Can you tell us about the engine and the setup you had?
That was a 466 30 over 460 that I had built. Big solid roller cam, aluminum heads. Fastest pass, I broke on the fastest pass and went 1080s at 124 mile an hour. It was a lot of fun.
You went 124 mile an hour.
Yeah.
Twin IB.
Yeah. And
yeah, you gotta live.
and I was the guy that I was out there in a white T-shirt and a motorcycle helmet and a lap belt running 10-second
I've got
passes.
a video.
You know, and
you mounted GoPro.
and I put GoPros all over
Yeah.
guys. Check it out on YouTube. It's way back in the.
And that fastest pass, I broke the transmission, which worked out because my dad and grandpa had a transmission shop, so it was no big deal to
wow,
get
I
it
didn't know
fixed.
that. Okay.
And so get it back on the trailer, get it to the shop. Dad sends me a picture. He goes, I have no idea how it pulled itself on the trailer. It was literally just a pile of parts on the inside the transmission. It broke good.
Well, you know,
And
it's Ford. So
yeah, exactly. And
tougher.
Dad overhauled it. We did some changes to it, got it back out, got it all back together, and made a pull one night. And when I did, it broke the camshaft.
Ooh.
And
Camshaft.
yeah,
That's such an odd thing.
yeah. Well, I had a rocker arm come loose,
Okay.
and just
I'm usually hearing people like
Yeah.
the crank or something
yeah.
goes. Or whatever.
What had happened was one of the poly locks on the rocker arm come off, the lifters come out of the bores, and it trashed the motor. And at that point was when I decided to go Coyote. So
the
and
next
that's-
phase.
Exactly.
The next
And
phase.
in that same time, I realized that the money
It was
that it
more
takes.
about fun too than it really was about winning
Yeah.
or being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, I had a blast with the drag racing. I have
Yeah.
way more fun cruising now.
So your parents or your family owned transmission shop. You owned a concrete business for a bit.
Yeah.
Did dump truck business stuff for a
His
while.
other grandpa had an engine.
And
shop.
now, okay,
Yeah.
engine shop. Man, you were just
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
And now it, I guess one of the reasons you're here is that you're starting kind of your own shop.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm trying to get off the ground a shop there just south of Joplin.
Okay.
I'm wanting to do the Vic swaps. I'm doing a lot of learning at this point. The mechanical, the fab work, stuff like that is easy for me.
Since you've done it.
Yeah. Understanding the wiring, that's definitely a weak spot. I have a
Okay.
guy that is doing some major work there, helping me learn that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to keep these old trucks on the road.
So right now, it's more like you love doing it. So some guys that want the same stuff either don't have the time, know how they can go to
Yeah,
you. Is
exactly.
that kind of where you're
Exactly.
at right now
Yeah.
with what you're wanting to do?
Yeah.
And you're doing a little bit of mechanic work too,
Yeah.
just for
Just some general
funsies, I
mechanic
guess.
is a side
Really?
gig.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where can they find you if they're in the Joplin area? Or if they're interested?
We're at 7200 Highway P.
Yeah.
It's a Neosho address,
Okay.
but it's just about 5 miles south of Joplin.
What's your phone number?
417-592-9388.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So before we talk about the Coyote,
Mm-hmm.
you built the truck for her, or kind of. You found a
We-
truck.
we found
and then
one.
Dennis or
Yeah.
something
This
for
was
your wife.
This was kind of the first when I was really getting into the Vic swaps.
Hmm.
No idea what was going on. Like I said, we had made some killer friendships with Dennis and
Yeah.
Karen, and
Those guys are great, man.
Yes, and she's like, "Well, I'm willing to sell my family car to build this truck." And I was
Like
like,
you
"Hey,"
said, back
I was
to
like,
that,
"Hey,
yeah.
say less, because that's what we're gonna do."
Well,
and
Probably a little aviation hyper focus.
What was the
on
what was the car you sold again? What was it
the
called?
Ford Flex?
yeah,
Those are like the wagon
yeah,
car
yeah.
thing, right?
Little
Yeah.
surf car.
And
Kind of sold the family van,
I did.
sort of. That's
Exactly,
cool, man.
yeah.
That's dedication
Yeah.
from your wife,
Oh
right?
yeah,
now.
I drove the.
You got the bug. it sounds
Yes.
I drove the F450 dually.
like. Oh right, I remember that.
Yeah, I drove that. That was my.
Heck yeah,
Those
girl.
are
Daily
daily.
driver.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah.
And
You're
so
like, it's for the family.
It was
literally,
kinda fun,
literally the weekend after the Branson show, we went and found a low mile Grand Marquis that it was a gentleman's grandma had passed away. They didn't have the title. I was like, that is a perfect candidate
Yeah,
for what
no,
we
it's
need,
great.
you know. And then the next weekend, on a Friday, Josh Ward texts me and he goes, "Hey, there's a 66
I was gonna ask that
short
next,
bed
yeah.
posted on, it was on Craigslist or something. I don't even remember now."
Yeah.
And
Craigslist.
I messaged the guy. I said,
Yeah, that
I
was
said,
dying
I'm,
out of
Yeah.
I said, I'm not messing around. Just send me a phone number right now. I said, I'm very interested. And the next morning, we left the house at like 3:30 that morning to go to Magnolia, Arkansas. Drug this
Wow.
66 short bed out of the weeds, and I was like, it
Bed
was
full of
bed
stuff.
full of trash, you know, that kind of deal.
Leaves
And,
flying out all the way home.
And I said, hand the guy the money while I pull it up on the trailer. I said, we give $1,000 for the truck with
Oh,
the
heck
title.
yeah.
I was like, we're not passing this still up. And
And not to diss your truck, it seemed a little more solid than the one you raced with, wasn't it?
Exactly.
Or did it just look it?
it looked a lot. So we had to do some rust.
Okay.
Dennis did floor pans and some
Oh,
some
okay.
fab work
All
for
right,
us. I brought it back. We cleaned it out. And I made an appointment with Dennis. I said, I just want to get it. I want you to do the swap, get it running and driving for me. I said, and then we can finish it from there. And yeah, we just
Because you've done the CV swap in your truck.
Yes.
In your race truck, and Dennis really just got it moving in her truck.
And with her truck, we incorporated all the wiring, all the Vic wiring and all that stuff.
It's more Vic.
Yes.
So it has the 4.6.
Yes. Yep.
Is it low miles? Is it?
It was
for pretty decent miles. Those 4.6s can go.
Yeah, it was like a 130,000 mile car.
It's just broken.
Yeah, and I think we've put 40,000 on it. I drove it. I drove it every day for a while.
Yeah. Well, I remember one of the first things that you said to me, Paige, was I think when I saw you at a show or something, you were like, there was no hi. It was just like, I got a truck. I was like, all right. And
You wanna know.
yeah, and then you went on a cruise in Texas, and you were like taking the corners, and that's when I noticed that you really fell in love.
Yes.
Well, in
with the
Tennessee-
truck part
in
of
Tennessee in that night cruise.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was between the lowered trucks.
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay.
What? Who was that?
Oh,
They have the
Lawson.
the law. Yeah.
Yeah, Matt
I was in
Lawson's truck.
between them.
Solus.
Solus Innovation.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was
yeah,
between them. Or I was behind one, I think, and
Yeah,
Dennis
yeah.
was behind me. And we parked, and Dennis goes, "That's my girl."
Yeah.
I was
Taking
like,
those corners.
Oh man,
Kid, you had a kid right next to you,
Yeah.
right?
I had two.
Yeah.
I had two kids in there. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
I was
that
like,
cruise was
okay, I
great.
can handle this.
That's
Let's go.
funny.
Because
Yeah.
we
I
got back.
haven't done that kind of cruise again.
No,
but
I
wanna do it.
We got back from that one, and everybody was like, "You guys took your kids with you?"
Yeah.
You're like,
Well, yeah.
Jesus, take the wheel.
No one knew there were kids involved.
Yeah. At one
They
point,
go
I
with
looked
us everywhere.
I looked over and I saw the roll cage in the truck at the time, and Lucas, he was passed out, leaned against the roll cage
Yeah.
while we were.
Dude,
ripping
some of the
through
memories I
mountains.
have is the sound of my dad's 64 straight 6 just going down I-44.
Yeah.
I just fell asleep to that.
Yeah.
My point is that I fell in love with, I didn't know it as a kid, being in the truck, smelling the smells of the truck.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The upholstery, maybe a little bit of
Yeah.
gasoline, things like that. Nothing was comfortable,
Yeah.
type thing. I just, I remember that as a kid, and that's where it really, truly is for me. And I think for you, having all those classics around, that's where the addiction is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything else, I mean, we're just kids playing around trucks, is what the reality is. We did with cars when we were young.
Exactly.
Things like that. And, like my sister, for example, is the one, she had a classic. She grew up around that stuff,
Yeah.
So it's just about what you grow up around, and it's like, like the women of F100 World, man.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh, yeah.
we each have a
Awesome.
reason for what we fall in love with on that.
Well, like that, going back to when you were a kid, our kids now Lucas, it's cold now this time of year. We're in January. And when Cody's up there tinkering, I come up there after cleaning up supper. We go hang out in the shop. Lucas is riding his bike in and out of our trucks, and it's just normal. for
So
our
no
kids.
paint jobs.
No.
No, not yet. But just like they're around it.
Stay
so,
away. No.
So they're just used to it. So it may not to them seem like, oh, it's awesome, these trucks, but they're
You'll be
just
surprised.
living in
You'll
this.
be surprised.
This is normal for them, and I like that they're growing up around it to see how to build one and
Yeah.
see how to respect a
Yeah.
truck. We have to teach them every night. Hey, get the broom away from the truck. Don't they're not finished yet.
Don't
but-
tell Dad that the broom slammed the truck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, like we're teaching them how to be respectful because
Yeah.
these are.
That's one thing I remember as a kid is I would put my hands behind my back and I would lean in, and or if I was wearing something or maybe my belt buckle or something,
Yeah.
you got to be taught that as
Respect,
a kid.
yeah.
A
Like
little bit of etiquette.
that's something I wouldn't think about.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you weren't going to classic shows, as a kid. So
Yeah, we're constantly back up.
Da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
So did you at all grow up around classics, or was it more of?
My grandpa had Ford Econolines
Oh wow.
when I was a kid. So my grandpa's a Ford guy, and so I always liked Ford,
Okay,
and so it's kind of
I knew there was a reason I liked you.
yeah. Well, when my grandpa, he had two, but when he passed away, there was one left. It was red, and
So like the '60s kind, '70s kind.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I remember as a little girl, long before he ever got sick, us grandkids would fight over who sat in the middle on the shag carpet over the motor. We'd all 3 of us would ride at the same time. I don't know why he would do that, but it was
Why
the
not?
90s. It was fine. And so I remember just
They put me in the back. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I didn't
You're
realize
lucky you had
it.
a seat.
Yeah.
yeah. And so there's 3 of us granddaughters that would fight over the middle seat.
Yeah, gotcha.
And so my dad actually sold that truck to a farmer that said he was going to turn it into a farm truck. I'm sure it didn't turn into a farm truck. I'm sure he just said that to get a good deal. But I would love to find it, but
Really?
that
That'd be cool.
kind of truck has a piece of my heart because my grandpa.
Yeah.
But when I was, 10, I was like, oh, if I had it, I'd put flames on it. But no. Now I'm like, I would never have done that. Maybe
I think that's what I'm doing to my 68.
Yeah.
It's like I'm doing everything that's in the 90s.
Yeah.
Like the wheels, like all of it.
That's
I'm just
okay.
like,
That's okay.
it's okay that you do that.
My vision is not okay.
That's
I've
funny.
come up a little bit.
Well, that's why I like the brick and bullnose, the 80s, is because my uncle would take us, I call it logging, but he would just take some trees down and we chop them up and stuff like that. And the whole experience of that was different, you know what I mean? And it was more of the farm. Like, I grew up in Springfield near farms, and we had a farm-ish out in the back home, but the farm trucks, it's a totally different feel, those ones that like
They're
you ride with
useful.
grandpa,
They're
or the
toys,
vans too.
Yeah.
But when my dad, he painted his and he would look outside, there'd be clouds, and I was just like, oh man. But he ended up driving it daily for like maybe 10 years. So
Oh, wow.
driving 3 on the tree.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's
I don't think no matter how our trucks end up that we'll ever like baby them.
No,
They're gonna be
that's my dad's era. That's
driven.
the boomer era,
Yeah.
kind of,
well, yeah. Not everyone could afford that either.
Yeah,
so,
that's
I
true.
mean, they were more important, I guess.
You mentioned something earlier too about families when we were talking before this about you want to see more families out at shows.
Oh, yeah.
And there's something that kind of, for example, what you're doing, I mean, is that families, if you're listening out there, it's actually more affordable than you think.
Oh, for sure.
There are ways. There are people.
We're
and
not
that's
rich by no means.
right. Neither of us are. Yeah. And so, just I learned that without really being taught it by anybody. I remember I had my black truck, which I would always talk down. I'd just be like, oh, well, it's not as nice. My dad had this Fairlane. We built it for my uncle that passed away, his brother. And I was like, and it's mint, and we would park next to each other. And everyone would look at my dad's Fairlane, but everyone would talk to me about my truck.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was in progress. It had a little bit of that
that's his
history
truck.
left. Yeah.
And now mine.
Yeah.
I remember
That's what it's all
were
about.
always nice trucks, but everybody's like, hey, what's in that?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I didn't win the trophies, but a lot of people
No.
talk to me. But talk to us.
We've got
about
2
trucks.
under construction trophies, so I mean,
I don't know if you can see, but this is all the trophies I ever got right here, right above us. So I got lucky to get those. But
that's like, even you mentioned Party in the Pasture earlier. We were cruising home that day, and we stopped at Come and Go here in Springfield. Get drinks. It was hot. It was August. And
the gas station guy came out, huh? There's always a gas station guy.
Yeah. Oh, this was a whole
this
group of
Really?
Harley guys. Harley guys and gals.
Really?
And
But a husband
they
and
were
wife come up to us and we're like, can we take the picture of your trucks?
yeah,
And we're like,
videoing us leaving. It's like they're just 2 old trucks, you know. But yeah, it was.
Yeah. Well, we saw them at that Come and Go, and then we went into Marionville and stopped at Paige's feed. Because I've always wanted a picture with my truck and me under that sign. I don't know why.
I think I remember that. You posted that,
Marionville.
didn't you? Yeah.
And the couple that stopped, they went by and they're like,
They were cheering. Yeah, it
they
was
were
like
so excited.
There's so
It's
much
cool.
like bonuses of having a classic that you don't
Yeah.
really think about when you're, got 2 kids and a house
Exactly.
payment that you don't.
Exactly.
There's part of that that's so
Yeah.
fun. I want everyone to be addicted to that. You know.
It's
Well, and I think like Taylor got a little taste of that because the truck that she's building.
Oh yeah, tell us about that.
So Taylor, she's 13. She's got a 76 long bed. We have done
Breaking the slick progression here. huh?
breaking out of my comfort zone a little bit, but we were going to do the typical 4-wheel drive build.
Oh nice.
We got to looking at options, and it's like this girl has literally paid for everything. She sells rubber band bracelets. She bakes. She helps clean at grandma's house. Like she has earned every dollar that's went into her truck.
You guys are raising them right.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
and earlier this summer. Well, actually, while she was stayed with the Weingartners this summer.
Yeah.
We swapped it over to a Vic swap,
Oh,
just
okay.
for economy for her as a 16-year-old girl.
To afford gas.
She does
Better brakes, better handling.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was awesome because at the Branson show this year, before the Branson show, Doug Moffat called me and he goes, "Hey," he goes, "I'm super proud of Taylor." He said, "I love seeing the posts of her truck." He said, "I want to do something special for her." And so he's like, "I want to build her a seat." We all know Moffat's Customs there.
Yeah.
And
Where are they out of, actually?
he is out of Granby.
Okay.
Just east of Neosho. And
Missouri.
yes, sir.
Excellent work.
Doug's a great guy. And so he's like, "If you can find me a seat," he said, "I don't have a seat base." I said, "Well, she's got a perfect seat in her truck." I said, "But I don't want to take it out and raise suspicions." And so my dad helped me. We found another seat base, got it to Doug, and he gave her a brand new custom built seat at the Branson show this year.
Yeah, that was
Completely surprised. And
And of
seeing,
course, she was silent.
oh yeah, which is crazy for her, but
Right, yeah.
but yeah.
She's like me. When we started this, I didn't want to talk.
Yeah,
I
that's
can
true.
talk all day.
Yeah.
But hers she wanted to do all purple. And I said, "Taylor," I said, "I don't know that I can let an all purple truck leave my shop." I said, "So we'll do purple and silver." And Doug matched the colors of what we're going to do. And in fact, just the other day, we've had it in storage and we set it in her truck and she's like, "Dad, I love my seat. I am so thankful for that," And so even seeing the effects that other people can have on your kids in the community is just, it's huge.
It's shown
awesome.
that there are so many good people in the world. Like,
Oh, yeah.
We never would have asked for something like that, and the fact that he saw her have an interest in it and wanted to do something so big like that's a huge. I mean, that job was not cheap. I mean, they go for quite a bit, and so that was very kind, very kind.
I was really surprised when the Facebook group blew up.
Mm-hmm.
Just how popular the stories were that people shared.
Yeah.
Because you
And
think
there's
of
a
it
lot
that
out there.
you start it because you want to find out maybe where a bed is or the best way to swap from power steering to whatever.
Yeah.
But you end up getting like the oh yeah, my dad was and that was the I shouldn't say surprising, but it was the most surprising fun part.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't realize that there were so many people
Right.
out there
Yeah.
like
There
us.
you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they're everywhere, and it's awesome that you have brought them out of the woodwork. Like, they're coming out, and there's a commonality that we all share.
And
This love for
the
these
seat
trucks.
guy, for example, is that so many people were like, trying to think. Someone was at Anderson show, and they hit something. They hit a pole with their fender. You may not have been at that one.
Okay.
And he had a fender before he left.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just things like that.
Oh,
yeah.
You mentioned, what's his name? Josh Ward.
Yeah.
You mentioned Josh Ward, and he was the guy that when I actually wrecked this black truck, he's the one that actually had all the parts, and I bought them from him, things like that.
Guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great. And I was, and I was
He
just
gave
like,
us a hood for my truck.
there you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another
Yeah.
surprising thing,
Well, that's a story.
Yeah.
A good one. Let's go.
Yeah, it is.
Tell it.
We-
Tell it. Yeah.
We
We were coming back from Branson. We took my truck to a marriage retreat in Branson.
Okay.
3 years ago.
probably
Can't
3 years
remember.
now at this
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
And enjoyed the weekend driving around in it, and coming back home there was a storm, and we were driving about 60 miles an hour in a 60-mile-an-hour headwind. And we had we didn't have any brackets on the hood or anything. It blew right up and bent. It didn't break the glass, but it broke the
It did. Yeah, it didn't break the glass,
Wasn't
but
breaking
it
the cab.
bent the cab down.
I
The
remember that. Yeah, the hood, right?
the center of the
Or the-
support brace.
Yeah.
It hit hard enough. It was about 4 inches from the top of her head.
oh yeah.
Like, it was bad. Somehow, like I said, somehow did not break the windshield, but
Wow.
yeah,
we
like
had just installed it. So
Oh,
that
really?
would've been
Oh, that
sad.
would have. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about
Yeah.
to say. I was like, well, but
Yeah.
no, if you guys
No,
just put a
it
new
was-
one in,
yeah.
that's.
and Josh was the guy that
Reached out.
jumped right in. Hey, I got a hood, and it was cool because it was able to come full circle. because I had his daughter's truck in
Last year.
last summer doing some stuff on the Crown Vic swap, and we were having troubles with the hood fitting. Well, I was like, hey, I've got your hood, and was able to put that hood back on his daughter's truck because I had found another one.
Yeah.
And
So we
it's like,
gave it back
it kind
to
of got
the
to go full
original
circle,
truck
you know.
that it
Oh,
So
really?
yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
That bed right there, that was from Josh Ward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it had the nicest green patina. And
Oh.
I was like, man, he almost gave me like a different bed because he wanted to keep it.
Yeah.
But the truck he wanted to pull it off of was just too nice.
Yeah.
It was that white crew cab he had
Mm.
or has. And
Yes,
and I tried finding someone to swap it out.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, all right, so I had to paint over it. It was so hard on me because I
Yeah.
was like, it was that nice green patina.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
But yeah, so go ahead.
There's guys like that in this whole community.
There's a gentleman on the page, Mark Lane. I don't know if you've spoke with him or
I
anything.
think so.
He's from Arkansas. I was in the shop one night, and next thing I know, some guy walks in my shop. I'm like, who the heck is this? And I'd been friends with him on Facebook for a year probably already, but never had met him. And we get to talking. He's like, yeah, I seen your old truck sitting out in the yard. He's like, I figured I'd stop in and say hi. And we talk once a week now, and he brings me parts and just
I know his daughter.
the great,
right?
yeah. And
I've
it was
known
funny because his daughter
for-
lives just down the road from
Oh,
us.
really?
I've probably known her for 10
Dude,
years.
I can't tell me how many houses I walked up to because I see a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta put the sticker in the windshield. Yeah.
That's
But-
funny, isn't that a small world though? How
Yeah.
like Facebook, and then
Oh, yeah.
and then he walks
Yeah.
up and you actually knew his daughter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's wild. It just blows.
But I knew her, but I would have never known her dad was into the Ford trucks.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
it brings people together.
Yeah.
It really does. So what else is you guys have done to your truck, Paige?
Honestly,
He
we
knows
haven't.
all the
We
tech-
we haven't
She's like,
really
listen, I
done.
just drive it.
We haven't really done much. We do have some stuff in the works.
looking for
Well,
inspiration.
if it's
Yeah.
running and doing
Yeah.
great, then there's not much,
Yeah.
just little stuff.
Finished product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your angle? How about that? What's your angle?
Keep it driving,
Yeah.
obviously. I don't know what I want it to look like color wise.
Really?
I've got ideas, but they might be a little more than most people would accept.
Do you want to give us a hint?
We hit on ChatGPT wild hairs, and so we've got a few ideas. That,
Oh,
an
she's
idea.
pulling up pictures. Yeah. That's fine.
we're gonna. I've got an opportunity, and spoke with Dennis a little bit. We're going to.
Oh, I remember that.
I love
It's
that.
hot pink, guys.
Yeah.
It's a patina hot pink.
It's a patina. Yeah.
And
I don't know if I want to go that bold, but it make a statement.
she
Yeah.
told me here a while back that the 4.6 just doesn't have enough power.
No, yeah.
And I said, well, you're not getting a Coyote swap yet. I said, we'll do that eventually. And I actually I did some trading for a 2-valve 5.4. I know the 5.4s have a bad rap. This is an earlier one.
No, you just gotta.
Yeah.
I mean,
And so I did some talking with Dennis, and come to find out you can direct swap them for a 4.6.
Mhm.
And so that's the 5.4's on the engine stand now. And
does it need to be redone, or
I'm going to go through it just to freshen it up. It was a higher miles Expedition motor. And so
What is it called that you do with the spark plug?
the helicoil.
Helicoil,
Yeah.
and then there's another thing, right? Is
The-
the cam phasers
The
or something
3
like that,
valves
or
were
is it-
known for the cam phasers,
Yeah,
but
okay.
I'm not sure on the 2-valve. I'll probably just freshen everything up.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool. Tell us about the connection that you guys have with, Dennis Weingartner and Farm Truck Racing Texas.
okay. You want to talk about that one?
Well, like I said, we met in Branson. I think the first time we talked to them was at the Bass Pro restaurant. We were all sitting there, and we were teasing Neil about ordering chicken tenders and stuff.
When there's
and-
like gator on the menu.
yeah, and we were sitting across, and the kids were talking with them, and then but I think before that was when we went on the cruise, and Lucas said, "It
Yeah.
was the green truck" to the police
Yeah,
officer.
So you got to back up. So we
yeah.
did.
Intro.
Let me intro this real quick.
Yeah.
At the end of the cruise, I may or may not have talked some people into doing some burnouts. Is that the one you're
At the
talking about?
landing.
Yeah.
At the landing.
Yeah.
Not the
Yeah.
smartest place in the world.
no.
And then go ahead. Yeah.
And so I had backed Dennis in to do the burnout. We backed another truck in that we'll leave nameless. He did his burnout. And then the third one, we were backing him in, and they're like, no. And about that time was the time the cops rolled in. And my boy at the time, Lucas, was 3.
Yeah.
And he's like, it was the green truck. It was the green truck. And so
that cop was cool though.
yeah, he was cool. And so we got the cop kind of sidetracked by getting stickers and stuff, so Dennis could leave without getting in trouble. And, but
that was one heck of a burnout.
Oh yeah, that was good times.
Wow.
And
So,
I had actually met Dennis the year before, the first time I brought my Coyote down after we'd done the Coyote swap. Had no idea who he was. Knew he had done. I knew the truck, but looking back, I wish I had listened to a lot of his advice at the time.
At the time, it was just fun talk.
It was just fun talk. Yeah, I had no idea who he was.
Yeah.
We had a big drag racing goal with the truck, and if I'd have listened to him at that point, I'd have saved several dollars, a lot of headaches, kind of deal.
Yeah, because you were doing Coyote, and at the time his was a Coyote.
Yes,
right?
he had the Pro Charge Coyote in his.
Yeah.
He gave me some advice on electronics, and I didn't listen to a lot of it.
Yeah.
Because young and dumb, and I knew everything kind of deal.
You also didn't know what you're getting into.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. I had bit off so much more than I could chew at the time, and but now anytime I've got a question on any of this stuff, it's nothing to just shoot Dennis a text, and within a few minutes I get an answer. He'll call me and walk me through something, and
he's straightforward. He'll tell the truth.
Yeah.
And it's.
I ended up last year, about this time last year, about a year ago, took it down there, and he put my truck over on the Ford Racing controller, and spent 3 days in his shop just hanging out and just conversing.
He's such a generous guy.
Yeah. He's just they're amazing people.
The group they have down there is just Alan and Renee and Donnie and Kim.
All the Crockett's.
Yeah. Neil and Addison. They're all
Neil
they're
cracks me
fun.
up.
Oh yeah.
It's like you've never lived without them around. Like
Yeah.
it's like you've always known them. But
And with all of them down there, it is a lot like it's that friendship that
hang out.
it never misses a beat.
never.
I mean, we haven't seen them since Branson last year. We haven't been able to go down and visit or anything, and I know that when we go to Gainesville, it's
like a light switch.
It's
like you guys
pick
never
right back
were
up,
walked
and
away. That's cool.
And then we have a lot of people in the community that's that way.
Oh,
Love. I mean, I feel like we see all of our people in Branson once a year, and we can pick up on the same conversations we left off with last year.
Yeah.
I'm excited what they're going to do with the Branson show, the Ozark Mountain Run.
Can't wait to see what they bring to it.
Our winter isn't so bad, but I'm already done with it. I'm ready for
the
season.
I've told everyone I'm ready for summer. I'm over it. I'm done with this.
That's hilarious. So to kind of build up on, guys, if you are podcast guys, you guys know F100 Talk. Dennis Weingartner was on a podcast there, if you guys know him. A good explanation of him is that the guy grew up around cars, worked at a dealership, all that stuff, always built stuff on the side. He's has had fun races with, if you guys remember, Casey Matthews from, Gas Monkey Garage. Just, hung out with that guy because they're both in Texas. And one time I was hanging out with Dennis, I think it was last year maybe, and he was taking a Crown Vic and maybe I don't remember, a Coyote or something to someone. And I had no idea. We show up and it was like KC and all of his friends.
Nice.
Well, what I love about Dennis, I was like, oh, KC. And he's just like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Meaning KC is such a cool, chill guy, just like Dennis.
Yeah.
The dude is totally connected.
Yeah.
But yet I'm still looking at it from a fanboy perspective.
Yeah, exactly.
They're so talented.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You think they're so cool,
Yeah.
and Casey's been on TV.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
But they're
Dennis
normal.
Yeah.
They're just like us. They're just
Dennis has built
they
stuff for
learned.
people in Canada. You never really,
Yeah.
but you got to get rid of that. And think that
they all
cool.
started just like we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all had to learn everything, and they just learned a little more than we have at this point in our life.
Yeah.
But
Speaking of learning more,
yeah.
you did a Coyote swap on your race truck that I call it just the race truck.
Yeah.
Tell us about the process of that, why you wanted to do it, where it went, and where it is now.
Honestly, it's been a long-term learning curve. Like I said earlier, where
Like you put too big of a turbo in it?
Yeah, way too big of a turbo. You know, I was listening to all of the drag racing community, and you know, we threw all this money and parts at it, and just fought and fought and fought.
Yeah.
It's finally come around. You know, we put a smaller turbo, different electronics, to where it's nothing to drive it. You know, 2-3 hours cruise or whatever, and that was really one of the big reasons that I wanted to swap away from the big block. The big block was 700 horse on E85, and you couldn't drive it across town.
It was either
kind of thing.
You built it to drive it daily, or you built it to race. There was no in between.
Yeah.
Coyote
and I feel like with the Coyote,
both.
I mean, I would conservatively say 600 plus, and
You
I
can
get
go get
18
the
mile a
milk.
gallon running down the highway.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
cool.
we can enjoy it as a family.
Yeah.
We can do burnouts. We can, you know, do whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just an all around fun truck again.
Did you keep the cam phasers, or did you?
At first, we locked them out,
Okay.
and that was one of the biggest headaches
Yeah, I
that
was
we
gonna say
fought.
it lost the
And
drivability.
but yeah, like I said, going back, having Dennis put it back on Ford Racing, that has made a night and day difference on the
So
whole
did you put a
truck.
tune on it? You swapped the turbo out? and-
Yeah, we swapped turbo. We went through several different steps. I had to change up the fuel system. I had too big of a fuel system, too big of injectors. You know, just like I said, we went from all out drag racing to
Well, you knew
back
what you
to-
knew. I
Yeah,
mean, and you
yeah.
knew drag racing at
Yeah,
the time. Yeah.
and then we backed it up to it's a Gen 1 motor. It's got a
gonna ask that,
Ford
yeah.
Racing control pack, 6R80.
Gen 1 bottom and top end?
Yes, yeah. I put a Boss 302 intake on it and a set of GT500 injectors, and had the tuner play with it, and it's
The rest is history.
yeah. We're hoping. I'm hoping to go down early to Gainesville and get with Stang High Performance.
I was about to say, you need to get with
And,
Stang High, man. That guy can
And
tune.
I've talked to him on the phone, but I wasn't ready to pull the trigger yet.
Yeah.
So
Got a few things to.
when I get in that spot, Cody's gonna be the first call that I make, and
Cody's good.
we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it completely squared away.
We were
So-
out in Grand Nationals, and he jumped in my truck, plugged his computer up to the truck Dennis built, the stepchild, as I call it.
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, man, you're good." He goes, "Just run 91 octane." And he was right. That thing
Nice.
it
That's
does really
awesome.
well. You know,
Yeah.
because I just put 87 in it
Yeah.
all the time. And he's like, "No, you just need to put 91 in it." And I was like, "All right." And it's like night and day, just little things like that.
Yeah.
The guy just knows.
Yeah.
He's been doing it for years,
Yes.
you know.
Yep.
But yeah.
We
So
learned one day.
yeah, right. So on Coyotes, I'm not proficient at them.
Mm-hmm.
There's Gen 1, there's Gen 2, there's Gen 3. Some of those I'm not going to have at any time. What are the benefits of Gen 1 and what are the benefits of Gen 2? Because I know people mix them. They do like bottom end Gen 1, top end Gen 2.
kind of from what I've learned from Dennis, and don't quote me on this because I'm not 100% sure.
Right.
I think a lot of guys like the Gen 1 timing, the timing system, and the control packs seem to be a little bit cheaper.
Oh, okay.
The reasoning for that, I'm not 100% sure.
Timing, okay.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have a different firing order or anything, does it?
I don't believe
Yeah, I don't
so.
think so
Don't quote me
either.
100% on that.
Hey guys, correct
yeah.
us if we're wrong. I
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of guys talking about a 3-2-1 build, and I think it's a Gen 3 short block,
Oh, it's the other way. Okay.
Gen 2 heads, and Gen 1 timing components.
Like intake and
Yeah,
stuff.
I believe. I haven't delved into it
Ooh.
enough to really say for sure, but
The only person I've talked, or the only person that I've talked to that seems to keep breaking them is Casey Matthews. So everyone that I've talked to don't seem to.
he
they
drives
have-
a little harder than
Yeah,
the rest of
he's a
us.
little rough, yeah. We've seen his video
Yes.
Red Dawn or something. I
Red
don't know.
Morning,
Red Morning.
yeah.
Yeah. But so. Well, that's cool. So, you mentioned before we hit record on your truck, you painted it, kinda.
Yeah, it's been multicolor the last 2 years, kind of going along with the unfinished business theme. And I got to a point where I was just tired of the look, and so I got in and got a wild hair, and it went from black and teal and primer to
It was
Yeah, well, it was like half
unintentionally
of it was
that way.
black,
Yeah.
and half of it was teal. Yeah,
It's just whatever was convenient.
and I
Agree
just-
with that.
it was a race truck.
yeah.
So, yeah.
I just sprayed it a hot rod red primer for now, just to get it back one color. Really,
Hot rod red. All right.
yeah.
So it's sort of that muted.
yeah. I'm pretty pleased with it. Like I said, it eventually will get painted, but
Ah.
I'm not gonna worry about it anytime soon.
That's
So
cool.
That's nice too, because now he can look at it all one color, and you can see any imperfections before he finishes it.
Oh, there you go. That's a good way.
So-
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So basically the progression of your truck was twin eye beam, 460. Then you did Crown Vic. Then you did, Coyote. And I know you did a roll cage in there probably when you were racing it. And you
Yeah.
had this little In Memory of Grandpa,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
In there. So that was pretty cool. And then did some, what do you have, your oil cooler in the back? I mean, you had some stuff in the
I
back.
had a rear mounted radiator at one point. Had onboard air, like all kinds of
Really?
drag racing type stuff, and I've even to the point since Branson, I ended up cutting the roll cage and everything back out
Really?
just for
Yeah.
inconvenience.
Did you change the seats out from racing seats?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got
a little
full,
more comfortable.
full bucket seat in it now, or a full bench seat.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, and I got a notification on my phone that carpet and interior got delivered today. So
you get to go home.
Yeah,
so-
we're gonna go home and put carpet in tonight. Apparently,
Yeah,
so.
heck yeah. You're like, we're gonna
but-
have date night, and then I'm gonna go
Yes,
put carpet in there.
yes, but
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So that's where the truck's at,
Yep.
and the next step is just enjoy it.
yeah,
Or is there anything else
Just-
that you're gonna do to it?
right now just enjoy it, and I've got a few other projects that I've got. I want to get this one to the quote unquote finish stage,
Yeah.
so I can put it aside. I've got a couple other projects that
Really?
Future.
You guys
Yeah.
have an Instagram, right? It's actually called F100 Family, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You gonna be posting on there and stuff?
We need to post more.
Yeah,
Yes, that's
I've
your-
been
that's your job.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not very active on there at the moment.
I've
We
been
need
trying to
be.
post on our Facebook page,
Okay.
and I've posted a few builds that we're working on as well
Yeah.
on there, but
He's actually better at posting than I am. He posts more on his personal stuff than I do. So
It's
I
easy
guess
when you're
it's
doing
fitting.
something and then you just take a picture
Yeah.
or video and post
He
it. There's
doesn't
no like
overthink it.
hashtag
I'm
it or
yeah,
what
Yeah.
time
I'm
of frame
It
you're
has
supposed
to
to
be
post.
perfect. No, it doesn't have
No.
to. It's real life.
It's called
Yeah.
organic. Yeah. Just
Yeah,
post
so
it, yeah.
that's my overthinking, but I'm gonna try to post more.
Yeah. Well, what's your
Do
favorite
better.
part of your truck?
Yeah.
I mean, it's changed like 16 times. but
yeah, I would say just realistically the
Just the history.
history of it
Yeah.
and the fact that it's brought us as it was our gateway into
Yeah.
this community.
Okay.
I mean,
The gateway
realistically,
drug. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's cool.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah,
We dated in his truck.
yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So I mean.
First truck,
You
dated in
you
it.
swooed her in
Yeah.
that truck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're like, jump into my hoopty.
Exactly.
Yeah, we
Wow.
went everywhere in it.
Yeah,
Everywhere.
that's cool.
Yeah.
What did it have then?
It had a 302 and an AOD.
Yeah, there you go,
Yeah,
man.
just a driver.
In
Oh.
high school.
What
Yeah.
transmission does it have now? With the
It's got a
Coyote?
6R80.
6R80. Okay, and you were running C6 with the
Yes,
460, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
man, those solid
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Would you ever go any other transmission or?
I would
mean,
like
now
to
that-
try a 10 speed at one point,
Yeah,
but
okay.
I don't know. I honestly, I am super happy with the setup.
Really? Okay. Very
So
cool.
I really
It's
like
come
it.
a long way from when we dated. It was very temperamental when we
Yeah, it
dated.
was.
It wanted to break down all the time.
Well, it was old.
Exactly.
It didn't have upgrades, but not as many.
Right, right.
But yeah, now they seem to have made amends and they get along just fine.
Yeah.
Now, so
And
the
what
truck.
what year's your truck again?
Mine's a 65.
And yours is a
66.
66. So you found the Crown Vic, you found the truck, the 66. Dennis, along with you and everything, got it. The Crown Vic in it. It's got the 4.6 out of the Crown Vic wiring. It still has the stock seat in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You did a roll cage for
No.
safety in it yet,
No.
or
it
anything like
doesn't,
that? One of the trucks you did hood hinges on.
That was
yours?
hers.
That was
Mine.
yours
Yep.
because the hood blew up, and you were like,
Yes.
"Don't ever want that to happen
Yeah.
again."
Yes.
And we put
And that's and whose hood hinges?
Those are Michael Ellenberg's.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mike built, right?
Yeah.
I have a set of those over
They're
here.
fantastic.
I use it.
Really
yeah.
like
oh,
them.
yeah, smooth.
I love, yeah.
Yeah.
I like how they're not overly fancy, but they are overly like
Mhm.
they're done well.
Yeah.
They
And
work.
They're very nice
just
pieces.
Game changer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you're thinking about getting like you have that on the stand for the
Mhm.
what
A 5.4.
5.4.
Yep.
That's going to replace the 4.6. And it has, I'm guessing, which transmission does it have in it?
I believe it's a 470.
4R70. And you're wanting more muscle out of it. Now,
That
I
came
have
from
a-
the Tennessee cruise.
right.
It wasn't loud enough
It
in that
turns
tunnel.
and it's
Yeah.
well and it handles well, but it
It
doesn't
does.
accelerate well. It doesn't sound very
Yeah,
good.
it needs to go.
You should go Black Widow exhaust on that and see
Mm.
if you like it. Does it still have cats?
It doesn't have gas.
You might want to try the 4.6. Here's my recommendation. While you build that
Yeah.
engine,
Yeah.
my truck out there, Dennis
Mhm.
put higher gears in the rear. Do you know
Okay.
what gears you have?
right?
It has 355s in it.
Okay, yeah, I think
Yep.
you went 410s or
Gotcha.
something like that,
Mhm.
and that really helps that
Yeah.
sucker out. So there's
it
that.
feels like it
Yeah.
just hesitates. It
Yes,
doesn't
the
have-
hesitation
it's
is
not as
gone.
fast.
Yeah.
It's still a 4.6.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's not like wah, you know,
Hey,
but
I approve.
right. But so there's that. That's you didn't ask my recommendation, but that's what
No, I
Dennis
like
did.
that.
So I
Yeah.
assume Dennis might recommend that. But
Yes.
also, I put with cats. I put the Black Widows on there,
Okay.
and it sounds like a
Yeah.
quiet race truck. So
Yes.
you might want to
Yeah.
try those.
Okay.
I don't
I'm
think they're
good for
too
that.
expensive.
Yeah.
You might
Yeah.
want to hit them up, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But what's your favorite part of your truck right now?
Just driving it. It just goes. I can put the kids. I've got 3 seats. He has 3 seats now, so
Yeah.
they can pick.
That's why you did it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Put more
we-
children in there.
Yeah, we've got, they can pick and choose. We just go on drives. We've got Neosho Cruise Night that we run. And
Nice.
so we take them, and 2 will ride with me or 2 will ride with him. Either way, we've got 3 kids, so we split them. But it's nice to just go. We can just go to town in them. We don't have to take the van. We can take the trucks. And we've gone for ice cream, and just it's cool because then you get people that'll stop by and you get to visit with them. And
Yeah.
they're like, "Your kids enjoy that?" Oh yeah, and they meet people, and I just like that,
Yeah.
being able to go with the kids and just do something different that not a lot of families can go do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's not expensive. I mean, we save here and there, and we change as we have extra for it. And
Do you
we just
like
go
people
out.
coming up to you to talk to you about your truck? I do.
I don't really
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
attention, but I like meeting people.
Right.
I
yeah.
don't want it to. It's not about me. It's about connection.
Yeah,
I want.
that's true.
I want to meet.
Speaking
people.
of that, you're a photographer, right?
I am.
Yeah. Speaking of the
Yeah.
magazines and stuff.
Yeah, and that has helped open up relationships with people just by
Mhm.
going. And at Branson every year, I make it a point to photograph every single truck there in the lot. And
How many articles have you been in now?
2.
2.
right,
With,
2.
and both of them were the Ozark Mountain Run,
Yes.
right?
And you wrote,
Yeah.
and I photographed.
I submitted one time, the first time, like 2 sets,
Hmm.
and he liked yours.
Yeah. Very
So
nice.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was really cool.
That the tech
Yeah.
editor
Yeah.
of F Series Builder
Yeah.
Guide was like, we're gonna go with this
yeah,
girl here.
that
She's-
was awesome.
that's pretty cool.
I,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, so you're published
I am
photographer now.
photographer. And then it was in there again this
Mhm,
summer.
yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
What got you into photography? Was it the classics that kind of made you
No,
go like, I
I-
want to capture this moment? Or?
I just, when I was a teenager, my friends and I, we just take our cameras around, we just take pictures, and I just love capturing the moment. And so that's what started it for me. And then I'd take family photos for people and wedding
Oh, wow.
photos. And then I started to it not interest me so much to do weddings. And so I worked with a friend of mine in Neosho at Cal Type Photography for a
Mhm.
year, and she taught me a lot of really good professional photography things. And so, how
You
to
know
shoot
you're-
in manual,
yeah.
and
You know you're
the
interested in
lighting.
it and good at it when you remember the details like that.
oh yeah, like I make
It's a
sure
ca-
the
have you ever-
sun's in a
The
certain
camera.
spot.
There's so many
Yeah,
options,
yeah.
man. It's
But
just
it's
like,
not.
oh, yeah.
It's for me, and a lot of people are always like, "Well, what kind of camera do you use? What kind of lens do you use?" It's not necessarily about that, which it's important
It
what
helps.
tools you
Yeah.
have, but it's this,
Yeah.
and I run the camera.
It's-
I don't do auto mode.
It's knowing all of the
auto mode.
things,
I do manual
yeah.
mode, and
I do
it's
auto
the
mode.
angle. It's the angle, and it's
Like, all right, come on,
The
camera.
lighting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do
Fix
your
it for me,
thing.
man.
and
do it.
editing. Editing
Yeah.
it takes. I mean, I don't return
You
them to you
use-
right away.
Yeah, no, you do it.
So I.
Well, they have to look good. They have to look
Yeah,
right. You know?
I
You use
take a
Lightroom,
while.
right?
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
Lightroom and Adobe,
Very cool.
Photoshop, and so I tweak every picture. I don't just send them through
Really?
presets. If it's off, then the next I do a certain look, and then I tweak each one.
Where do you post those?
Facebook,
Okay.
yeah.
So check out Cody and Paige Pogue's Facebook.
Yeah, I do. I think I did F100 Family this year for that one.
Nice.
Yeah.
The new location.
That's cool.
And and I get a really good workout every year because I do a squat for each truck I photograph to get the right angle.
As I'm getting older, and you'll get there someday, I'm getting up slower.
Oh, yeah.
And there's some noises and
The
cracks.
week after the Branson show,
Yeah,
I'm
you feel it?
regretting that whole day.
That's fun.
But it's a great workout.
Well, thank you for coming out to the show, Party in the Pasture.
Yeah.
I know you guys are more family oriented; it's more of a burnout oriented type
Right.
thing. But those pictures and videos are awesome.
Yeah, great.
Videos too, I had you do, and I
Yeah,
think that's
I did
something that
some on
you're
the
new
camera.
to. I
Yeah.
think in the video.
Yeah, I would love to get better at that. I haven't really
Well, you're good at
done
the
that
photographer,
much.
so
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, stick to the stills.
Well, I appreciate you doing that for
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
One of the reasons, guys, that I have Cody here is actually I hit him up like a year ago now. I was like, I'm thinking about doing a podcast. Would you help me do co-host type stuff? Because he knows a lot in the different areas that I know. We both have similar stories doing it. We're both talkers to a certain degree, not over talkers.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But also, I wanted to bring you back on a video or a podcast. I haven't. I'm thinking like bringing you in on the next one because in my mind it's better to have more than more than just two people talking on a podcast. But it'd be cool to bring some like a Coyote guy in.
Yeah.
Or something like that, and just have you guys, or maybe like you and Dennis, you know, and you guys
That's
can
what I
really,
told him when we were here. I'd love to have you and Dennis.
Because I've had Dennis one-on-one, and that's great, but there's just something about having three people, you know, give or take, but like not just two. So would you be down for just doing an engine talk kind of thing, and I'll just sit back and learn.
Yeah.
We're like, Cody, tell me about these. Yeah,
absolutely.
Because you know, I don't do boost. I don't do any of that. Dennis does, you know, stuff like that. And then I also probably want you in. Maybe that's what I'll bring Dennis in on is, which you might be new to that too, is the Godzillas.
Yeah.
I might bring a couple guys in to do. I want to do Godzilla talk.
I want to do one of those.
And so maybe I'll bring you in and,
Yeah.
and we'll learn.
Some learning. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Dennis.
Exactly.
He'll bring the questions.
Yeah, I'd like to bring Morgan's Auto Trim because he did a Godzilla.
Yes.
You know,
That truck's
before without boost and now has boost, and that sucker was scary.
Yeah.
I mean, like the difference between his and say Dennis's is that Dennis, I think, was just out of truck.
Yeah.
And I think he had like a T56 or something like that. I'm not quite sure. But Morgan's is actually like a cammed crate motor, I believe.
Yes.
And he had like the TKX, some higher end, you know, transmission type thing, and now has boost. I don't want to get in that.
No.
I mean,
I've loved following that build.
Dude,
that truck is awesome.
He is an awesome builder, which is funny because he does upholstery. But I'm like, you sure you don't want to build things?
Exactly.
Like upholstery has been his thing,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Similar to Dennis, he's always done upholstery, Morgan has. And so I'm like, who knew you could build such a cool truck, you know? And build it well.
Yes.
You know, he had help from other people, as we all do. But he drove me around. He's a good driver, too. He's really good at that. And, oh, man.
I'll take that through the mountains.
Yeah. Well, we did. And it was scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was just, I mean, not scary because we were like going 110 or anything like that, but it was just like those turns.
Yeah.
I'm used to twin eye beams. You know?
During the
Exactly.
day or
It was during the day. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I would just, that would be scary. But
wow.
I can't imagine how his truck is now. Oh my
bet it's
gosh.
rowdy.
He's already went through one transmission. So I think,
Nice.
or something broke on it or
Yeah.
something like that. But
Now you broke the drive shaft.
was it the drive
I think
shaft
you
or
broke
was
the
it the
drive shaft.
transmission?
I think it was the
Okay.
drive shaft that you broke.
That is
I
wild.
remember you
That's
posted
cool.
some pictures of it. Yeah.
That's cool. So you're down for Engine Talk podcast
absolutely.
and stuff like that? Very cool.
Anything you need help with?
Very cool. All right, Cody, Paige, Pogue. If you guys want photography in the roughly Joplin area, hit up Paige. And if you want something built, basically, in the Ford truck world, do you venture outside of that?
I'm fixing to.
Right.
I've got a show quality square body coming in.
Nice. Center.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's gonna be learning. It's
Nobody's
branching
perfect,
out.
buddy. It's all right.
Exactly.
You got to go where the money's at.
It's another one of those
Yeah,
good friend
Yeah,
of mine that they've supported me by way back.
I have a
when
Chevy friend too.
Yeah.
I get it.
My dad's a Chevy guy. So.
Yeah.
I mean, I went with what my grandpa liked.
There's hope for pulling them all out.
yeah,
You know.
right, yeah.
But now my dad has a Ford truck.
Well, you know,
we're
Chevy
good.
wouldn't be there without Ford. So, you know,
exactly.
exactly. So we're going to have you back on some ones, and then keep an eye out for Paige and her truck at Ozark Mountain Run.
Yeah.
Texas, Tennessee sometime soon.
I would love to
We're
go back
wanting to.
Tennessee.
You guys are
Yeah.
planning to make it to another one. It's
Yeah.
kind of the
Yes,
goal. We don't know if it's this
eventually.
year.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of the Grand Nats? It was Grand
Oh,
Nats.
I love
man,
it.
I-
You
Yeah, we
guys
went to the
haven't
Grand
made it
Nats.
to the
I
Super
haven't been to
Nats,
the
right?
Super
So
Nats.
tell me what you guys think about the Grand Nats.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
I would love to go every
blows
year
you
if
away,
the
doesn't
budget
it? Yeah.
called for it, but unfortunately it doesn't. At
just-
this, we got little kids,
Well,
and we're raising them, and
just don't go out to dinner, and then you
Yeah, exactly,
It's
yeah.
like, we're having ramen again tonight.
Yes,
You know, a little-
yes.
In our cabin
Yeah.
in the woods. Hopefully
Yeah.
the bears
Yes.
don't
yeah,
get to our
that was,
trash.
That was so much fun. We
the
stayed,
Smoky
and we
Mountains.
stayed with the Texas
Yeah.
crew and in a big house, and that was so fun. We went through the mountains one day in side by sides.
Mm.
That was a blast. I
That's where the budget
photographed
went
that.
wild.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I photographed that as well. I was the passenger to him driving, so I was able to do that. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tennessee is awesome. It's like for those that don't, if you haven't been to, it's like Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, that area, Gatlinburg, but you have been to Branson. It's like a big Branson.
Yeah.
It's like if Branson
Similar.
thought out.
With more
Yes.
wood.
Yeah,
Yes.
like if they knew what they were doing in Branson.
Exactly.
yes,
If they
It's
knew it was going to get that
elevated.
big. Yeah.
Yes.
You know.
yeah.
And it's really similar to that.
Yes.
It has all the same attractions and
It
a
was
couple
so
extras
fun.
and
Yeah.
stuff. And
Yeah.
I want to go back. That's our goal, is to go back.
what'd you think of the show?
I love it.
Yeah.
Joe does an awesome job every
Yeah.
year.
I think when you were there it was
Uh,
800,
yeah.
900. Now it's like
It was
Yeah,
overwhelming.
Yeah, it is.
It
To me, the big
In a
shows
good
like
way.
that are
In a
they're
good way.
yeah, they're overwhelming.
You're like-
Yeah.
and
You're like, I just need to sit down for a
Yeah.
minute.
Well, we saw a lot of trucks that we've never seen before because we don't go to the same shows as all these people, and that's like that central
Yeah.
location where they all meet up, and it's huge, but you get to see something different everywhere you look.
Yeah.
There was different trucks that you've never seen.
There you go.
I
Wow.
enjoyed that, and
Yeah, our-
Josh Dennett's truck
Oh yeah.
that inspired me.
Did it really?
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised that
I like the bare metal. I don't know
Yeah.
why. I like the colors.
that guy is so fun.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
also a
yeah.
photographer too.
Yes.
Yes,
so
he
you know,
is.
talk to
Yes,
him.
I talked with him. He was putting lights in Cody's grill
Uh-huh.
at
Mhm.
the after dark,
Yep, the takeover.
and I was like, oh, that's really good. That's a good angle. Good job on light placement. Yeah, he's really good.
There's like an ongoing joke about one time I like walked in front of one of his photos.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I looked like Sasquatch,
Yeah.
you know, like
Nice.
walking
Yeah.
through the woods or
But
something.
see, he had been to the
He has
show
that humor,
several times, so he knew
Like, yeah,
the
what
atmosphere,
worked.
what places to go to take pictures, and he
Yeah.
did shoots.
Yeah.
And for me, I just documented the whole time
Yeah.
we were there. So if I ever went back, I'd love to.
He's
try my
a
hand
good
at it.
example of what you're talking about photography. He's got a nice camera, but it's more about his know-how, I think.
Yeah.
He probably has a good lens
the
too, but it's
knowledge.
not like he's got the
Yeah.
updated Sony,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
$5,000 lens
Yeah,
or whatever.
no.
It's just you use what you
Yeah.
got, you learn.
He's just good.
Yeah.
and you can get at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got my favorite lens, and I set my settings, and I go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
What with with him, my favorite part. I did a video with him one time, and there was a brick.
Oh yeah, I've heard
Yeah,
of this. Yeah.
just
Oh, yeah.
sitting on his hood.
Yeah.
And obviously he's funnier than I am because I
Yes.
didn't get it at
Yeah.
first, and
Yeah.
I was like, "What's up with the brick?" And he's like, do you know what
Yeah,
what's
he's
this code?"
it. Yeah.
But he sands it with one grit. It's a
Yeah.
sanding block.
Yes.
He
Yeah.
calls it one grit.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it
yes.
makes perfect sense because it's like
Yeah.
his truck is rusty.
Yeah.
And it's not like rusty like over 100 years. It's like he brought it
It's
to bare metal,
surface
like he
rust,
said,
yeah.
and he
Yeah.
just let it rust.
To me, most people probably think it's crazy, but I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love his truck.
I love the way he trolls every year
Yeah.
before the shows. I don't know if you've seen him,
What do
but
you mean?
he's put videos out of in the week before the Grand Nationals, everybody's posting, oh, got it cleaned up, got it
Wiping
loaded
it
up,
down.
and he's literally out there with a red brick and a garden hose,
Oh, yeah, just
scrubbing
got it.
on his
Yeah.
truck. It's
Yeah.
It always
That's
cracks me
I
up,
thought
especially.
about taking mine back down to bare metal just because I love it so much. But
Oh, I bet you that would look
we
good.
won't
You would,
copycat.
well, you could bare metal it and then clear it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's
But then
so
again, if you do
cool.
that, it'd be hard to paint it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too cool. I'll let him be the original. Let him
Yeah.
be the one.
I like
I admire it. I like it.
if he ever sees you looking at his truck, he'll like lower it because it's on bags.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
my word.
Which is great audio for a video when you're recording.
What was it? day we were at the show, it was sprinkling a little bit. I got some close-ups of the side of his truck with raindrops.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh man,
Yeah, it was cool.
It looks so cool.
That's cool. It's funny, isn't it amazing how you tie up family with an addiction like classic trucks, along with, you know, friends and humor, and then your little side projects of your photography, your hobbies, and it all just seems to
It's a lifestyle.
come together.
Flows
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, my wife, you know, she didn't start out in this, and now she's fallen in love with it all, and she likes the paint jobs. I haven't convinced her to the patina yet. She gets it, but and she and I'm like, what would you get if you got? She's like, oh, a Bronco, and I was like, oh, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
The most expensive Ford you could buy next to a Shelby GT 500.
Exactly.
It wasn't always that
No,
way.
that's true.
They're
Yeah.
blown up.
But also, I'm like, I also applaud her because I'm like, good taste.
Yes.
She's like, I want it lifted with like Coyote in it.
I
And I'm
love
like,
that.
My middle, we're at the Emma, our middle daughter. She's at the stage of where Taylor was of fixing to buy her first. She's wanting to do the same thing Taylor did.
You guys better start saving up.
Exactly. And that's what she told me. That she goes, I don't really want a truck. She said, but I really like the Broncos. And I'm like,
So
what?
Scout it is.
yeah, exactly. So I'm going to be in the market for like a mid 80s, you know, Bronco 2.
Oh, Bronco 2, good idea.
Bring them back.
Yeah. That's awesome. Did you see the Scout/Bronco that's in the back of Dennis's shop?
Yes.
That was kind of cool.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, it took me a second to see that it was the collaboration of both together.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah. He had a name for it. I forget what he called it.
Yeah, I don't remember what he called it. Yeah,
Ford Scout or I don't know. He had a nickname for it.
Let us know,
I thought that was really cool, man. I was like, holy cow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, cool. What's the first thing you think's going to roll out of your shop? Just a C10? Or a Chevy?
Well, we're actually we're building a '69 F100 long bed for a friend of mine.
Okay.
Actually, a younger kid that he grew up behind me, and this kind of goes back to the cool story. His mom and dad dated and were married, and they had a '69 F100, and then through life they sold it. And so after Branson this year, he come down to see Taylor get her seat. He's like, man, I want one. Same way. So something at Branson is addicting to getting people into these trucks.
I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
And so just a few weeks later, the same way, he went and bought a '69 long bed, and we're doing the VIC swap on it. And
Wow.
it's we put fuel system in it yesterday, and they're working on thinning down the wiring harness, you know, to do all the VIC stuff. And
My cousin's actually doing all the wiring.
Oh, cool.
So
Yeah.
he's
Oh, yeah,
got that
he's like the
mind.
engineer. or
Yes,
something, right?
yeah.
The smart one on the
got
phone.
and and
For that stuff, anyways.
so I'm hoping that's the first official
That'd be cool.
build for my shop.
You said 69, man.
Yeah.
Bump side, man. That's,
Exactly.
That's probably
Exactly.
even Chevy guys like those.
Yes.
I've had Chevy guys come up to my truck and be like, "This is nice,"
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks, you know,
exactly.
They have similar lines.
they do." It's the '64 era. Kind of looks similar from afar. I get it. You know, I don't think it is, but I get it. You know,
Maybe if you're squinting. I don't know.
But
fog
yeah,
out or
totally.
something.
That's cool. So again, where do they find you in your shop?
We're working on a name right now. It's currently CP Rods and Repairs
Okay.
on Facebook. But again, we're at 7200 Highway P in Neosho.
And phone number?
417-592-9388.
Check out this guy. Check out Dennis, Farm Truck Racing, Texas. Check out her and her photography. And guys, this is exactly what this podcast, this is a good example of what I'm hoping for this podcast to be. Yeah, sure, we get to meet cool people like Dennis that we think are famous.
Yeah.
Or you know, KC or whatever. We get to go to places that are cool. But really it's about, I want to get more of these stories. I want to get more of details on builds of people in the group, things like that. You know, how we found out that, you know, or how we kind of came across being addicted to these, like how we got there, and everyone's story is different.
Yeah.
And how they got there. So this is a great example of that. You're going to hear Cody again coming up. Probably we're going to have to do it. Probably don't have to drive down here every time.
Yeah.
We could probably do, or I'll drive up there.
That
Hey,
works.
there you
Yeah.
go.
Show you the shop.
Or we'll do Skype too.
Exactly.
And things like that. So definitely keep an eye. And if you guys have any, you know, what do you guys want to listen to or what you guys want to hear about, let me know. I kind of want to make it a little more tech heavy. I feel like, you know, just us talking about, you know, the tech part of it. I sort of like the sides of the tech when it comes to like what works with a twin eye beam, what columns you can put into what trucks and work out away. That's sort of where I kind of am.
Yeah.
But I also interested in the Godzillas and what transmission, what series of letters and numbers come together to make the best transmission. I have no
Exactly.
idea. Things like that. But yeah, definitely, stick around for the next one, guys. We appreciate you guys listening. Check these guys out, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks,
for
guys.
having us.
See ya. Is there anything that you wanted to talk about I could splice in?
Oh.
I
was gonna add.
Cover everything. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna.
We didn't
add,
mention 2024. No, I was kidding.
No, I did not. I was gonna mention the whole how Dennis's generation, which he's like what? How many? 50s?
56 or
Late
something.
50s. His generation is doing this.
Yeah.
But we and you are trying to revive our generation, bring them in, get them to come.
Yeah.
Get them to be interested in this and not, and it's not. I think some people don't start a build because they think, oh well, Grandpa had a show quality truck.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
Dad
I think-
has a nice finished truck, and they're intimidated, or they're raising their kids, and that budget just doesn't. You have no room, especially in this economy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, just showing it's doable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sold my car. I have a family car again.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's doable.
Thanks, Cody.
Yeah, exactly.
You just he's got a side hustle of no other.
Really? That's
so
awesome.
he's made it happen, and so that it's doable. I guess is what.
For
I'm
example,
trying to-
my 68, I traded for a Fairlane that was half finished. And you can find these.
Oh yeah.
And also the next generation for those that want to do it is the brick and bullnose, because they're throttle bodied or fuel injection, and they're a very simple system.
Yes.
But yet they stop a little bit better.
Yeah.
They handle a little bit better. They may or may not be less rusty. I'm not sure, but and they are the next gen, because I feel like it jumped from the 50s to the 90s, and then it's starting to fill in between.
Yeah.
But to kind of add to what you're saying here is that like Dennis, like you were mentioning, he's brought it on from the boomers. Which I don't think he's a boomer. He might be. But, he's in his 50s. I don't know. When does boomer end?
Yeah.
Boomers are 80s now, aren't they?
Yeah.
But my point is, and then, people, like you said, we're coming in. You guys are in your 30s. I'm in my 40s. You mentioned earlier, there's not many families that you're seeing.
No.
So it's more families need to get into this.
Yeah.
I'd love for, when we go to Branson or Texas, there's a lot more families. I think there's a lot of kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
But even in Branson,
Maybe we should move to Texas. There you go.
We've considered it a lot,
Me too.
actually.
Yeah. The houses are way cheaper.
Yeah. And but we just we call it the family reunion in Branson. So family camp. We get there and there's all these families that are raising their kids like we are
I'm not
in this,
Yeah.
And I'd love to see more of that. I'm sure it will grow.
Yeah. I'm not sure we can get more tables at a restaurant when we want to meet up at a restaurant, though.
That's okay. The kids can
pretty
sit
intense.
on the floor under the table. Here, scraps, ramen noodles. We're on a budget.
Mama's got to save some money here.
Yeah. Here's a bowl of cheese dip. Sorry.
Kids don't care.
Here's
I
a
didn't
piece
care.
of chicken.
I didn't want a full meal anyway. I just wanted some gummy bears or something like that.
The kids just want to sit by Karen and Dennis or Alan and that.
What do you think is something that we can tell people that, or what people need to do to get into this so that this doesn't die with us?
Make connections, I would say.
It's not just about the trucks, it's about the friends, family connections.
Well, make connections, because if you're struggling to build a truck, you've got people like Josh Ward, who he's got several at his house, and he is always willing to, hey, you need something?
Yeah.
He'll work with you. I'm sure he would. He's just a generous guy. There's guys like that in all communities. In your neighborhood, in your town, I'm sure there's some.
You got the hood.
Make those connections, and they'll bring it over. They might help you install it. It's that community of I think if somebody could not afford to do it and they're struggling, but they really had a desire to do it, people would show up for them. I really think that if you were honest and you said, I just really want to be a part of something, I think we'd be like, hey, this friend of ours, we're bring it over. He's teaching him how to build a truck
Yeah.
while he's working on it. You know, he'll say, "Hey, why don't you do this? I'll show you how to do it." And while he's building it for him and charging to do that, he still will be like, "Hey, I won't charge you as much to do this. I'll teach you how to do it."
Yeah.
And so it's that next generation giving them a want to. And
A good example of that is I got some GT40P heads, and I got them from a guy. And it was funny. It was actually his son's. He like waterlogged the truck, so he wouldn't have water with it. And he's like, "Yeah, I got some GT40P heads," and I was like, "Sweet." So I went over, got them in a field of trucks, and guess where they were? He took the heads off and he put them into a, you know, like a truck box, like the box in the back of a truck. But it was in the field with one door open with water.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I was like, "Oh."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Don't worry." And he took me back into his shop and we cleaned them up.
Yeah.
And he taught me how to, you know,
Nice.
I don't know the actual verbiage,
Yeah.
but just, you know, to make sure to seat the, you know,
seat the valves.
valves.
and
But
all
there's
that.
another way that you use with the ground I wish I
Yeah.
could remember all that.
Like
I could do
valve
it.
job.
I could do it myself,
Yeah.
but it's different than a normal valve
Yes.
job. It was just like a refresher. This guy
Yeah.
had such old school ways that like I should write it down. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's just in my head.
Yeah.
I don't even know the verbiage of everything that he did.
Exactly.
And I did exactly that.
Yeah.
I did everything he told me to, and they're in my truck and they're
That's
working
cool.
great. You know, just things
That's
like
cool.
that.
But having someone that
Yeah.
has that knowledge, being willing to share that knowledge,
Yeah.
that's
You'll be surprised that there's a lot more people out
Oh,
there.
that
And the next
there
thing you know,
is.
when you learn something, you want to share it with somebody else.
yeah.
That's what the group's all about. There
You
you go.
Exactly.
die with us.
Yeah.
We have
No.
to learn it, and then we have to pass it
No,
on.
that's the only reason
Yeah.
that I hate social media, but that's the only reason I have an Instagram is because
Yeah.
Facebook's for an older crowd now.
Yes. Yes.
I want to get the
Old
and the
souls like
TikTok.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you're not. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm way older than you, girl. But
I'm
but
an
like
old soul.
old soul. Yeah, there you go. But you know what I mean. Like, so it's like if social media is the way to get them, that's fair. Which actually made me think of this. Mentioning what you mentioned. I have to say the word carefully. Fortification.com. Do you remember the old forum days? Okay, they are full of buttholes. Like there's
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
a-hole people that
Yes.
are. But
Yeah.
maybe not fortification, but there are like if you're a Mustang guy, there's
Oh, yeah.
there. If you're a Chevy guy, there's some Chevy ones. But fortification, for example, in the tech section, it's one of the reasons,
Yes.
along with Josh Ward, why my
Yeah.
truck is on the road today.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
he took the time.
Yeah.
He couldn't do it.
Scott,
It's no. I know his name, and he made.
Yeah. I can see his face.
Hold on. Edit this out.
Yeah.
What's
No, hold on.
fortification?
Yeah, no, it won't help you.
Pull it up.
One's over there. What is his name? I know
I
him. If you
completely
didn't
blanked.
say it,
I
would've
completely
remembered
blanked,
it.
yeah.
Hold on. Dixon. No,
I thought it was Scott Dixon.
no. It's not
Keith.
Scott.
Keith Dixon.
Keith Dixon.
Yep.
Is
There
that
you
it?
go.
Are we right?
Yeah, I'm 99% sure.
Or we're just gonna go. I'll have to check it later.
Fix it.
Yeah, but like Keith Dixon actually went through like what he would do with individual people.
Yes.
He did it online on
Yeah.
the forum in the tech section.
And broke
Wow.
He
everything
goes in,
down.
yeah, breaks it all down. For example, if you have a 68 and you got a 73 or a 76 twin-eye beam, the kingpin size is different.
Mm-hmm.
And he has that right there.
Yeah.
Just, you know.
They're interchangeable,
yeah.
but they're different.
And even little things like how to double flare a brake line. You know, like
Yeah.
I thought I knew how to do it, and then I looked at it, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
there's
why
a
that
second
wasn't
step to
working.
that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Just things like that. And so, yeah, that's,
He shows
you know.
you how to troubleshoot.
Yeah, and that's a great thing that you mentioned about how like getting the next, bringing families in, getting the kids.
Yeah.
You guys are doing a great
Well,
job, but more people need to
Yeah.
do that.
Well, like we're teaching our kids
Yeah.
things here and there as we're doing them.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
as he's doing most of it.
And you're enjoying it.
Yeah, and a lot of kids
it's all
didn't
about.
grow up with that,
No.
and so it's important that they learn.
Get your kids off the games
Yes,
Exactly.
Yes.
and underneath the
Yeah,
truck.
they can play some, but get
2
them out there
hours
and do more.
and then come out and work on the
Yeah,
truck.
yeah, yeah.
That's
Yep.
Yeah,
cool.
ours are outside in their homes.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're in the shop. I mean, that's where they're playing right now because it's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Lucas writes on the shop floor chalk.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
They-
that actually
the girls
reminds
are
me.
hanging out in the loft.
I got a gift for you if you want it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's me getting up and hurting. Oh.
I know.
So,
Yeah, my tailbones.
Yeah,
if you guys want stickers, these are
for
reflective,
sure.
Oh, very
kind of
Nice.
cool
Oh,
stickers.
cool.
Give them to the kids if you guys
Yeah.
don't want them. And this is actually, you guys mentioned it, this is actually from the Takeover.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I sponsored it.
Well, A
Sponsored
cool.
one year. Do you guys want that?
Absolutely.
This is too big for my shop.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I don't obviously don't want to throw it away.
Yeah.
You guys
I
want it?
We
actually,
got room for it.
Yeah.
I still
Alright,
have
yeah.
your OG sign.
Well, that's
from
it too.
Branson.
It's like a little one.
Yeah,
so I
it's
thought,
like 3x3.
you get two for the
Yeah.
price of nothing.
Yeah.
All right,
Very
cool.
nice.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Of course, I'm glad I thought of it
Oh
actually.
yeah, we're
Yeah.
putting in a good one.
There you go.
Yes. Cool.
Very cool.
All right. Anything else?
I think that's
Yeah.
it.
Is there
I
anything that
think
we
we're
didn't talk
good.
about?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
High five.
Alright. I'm like hawk in my hand. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, now I
That was
need
good,
that
guys.
coffee.
That was fun.
That was good. See?